everyone. This is Donna's Happy Hour. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you get future notifications of the videos. And please leave a comment. Thank you. Have a great day.
You know, and that is something that you hear with, let's say, women that are being abused by their husbands. You know, why do they go back? You know, what, no matter how many times he's told you I'll never do it again, and you go back, I guess it's the same thing maybe for him. It was just kind of reversal of the roles there, that maybe she said, I'll never do it again, I'll be, this, that, the other thing, and for whatever reason he chose to believe it, and unfortunately the children were right. Yeah, it didn't work out for him. Wow. So now, do you have anything new that you're working on? And
I'm researching a couple of different things, and just before taping, we were talking about some interesting subjects. They are things I don't want to go into too much detail, but I would say I'm mentioning it I do presentations at the book. You mentioned the Port Jervis Library.
Right.
There's a particular case, another case close to me. It's more in the 1920s. It involves an unsolved diamond heist.
Oh, wow.
The mob in the Catskills.
Oh, wow.
It only in a distant way related to the mob.
Okay.
There's diamonds floating around in our region that seem to end up in certain people's hands and not others. It's very strange. It's a very strange case, and I have to do more research to find out if it's compelling enough to make
a book out of it, right?
Yeah, finish.
Sounds interesting.
Finish to the whole story that's going to be compelling enough to read.
To read, right? Yeah, it sounds interesting. I mean, it's got me going. I'll be reading it.
Dynamite, Diamonds, and Dames is what I wanted to call it, but so far there's no women in the story. So,
oh, really? Oh, yeah. There's got to be. There's got to be. I mean, because if you got diamonds, sooner or later they're going to wind up with women, So that's cute. I like that. I think that's something definitely to pursue. Well, yes, we were talking about an interesting subject because Kevin likes reading about paranormal, and also what else did you say? Crime stories.
Cryptozoology, true crime. I'm very interested in John Keel and his take on the paranormal. He was the author of the Mothman Prophecies that was eventually turned into a film.
Right.
With Richard Gere. He was a reporter and called down to the Virginia area when the Mothman sightings started happening, so he was actually there on the scene. But he's like really a key player in modern thought on extraterrestrials, paranormal. Really interesting stuff. I highly recommend John Keel.
Oh, neat. I'll have to, I'm definitely going to check that out. Well, I was telling Kevin, because I'm a medium, I was actually doing paranormal investigating for probably 9 years. And we weren't doing it for cases of, let's say, for murder cases or anything like that. But we were just basically going into private homes if they felt that they were having some sort of manifestations there. And also restaurants, old inns, things like that. And it was very interesting because, now you have all the equipment to help you prove that there is, let's say, a spirit there. You can, you have your K2 meters, and you have, your ovilus, and you have all these other things that you can use. And I would use them. We did use them because it was, of course, for me, I already knew, if I would walk through the house or the restaurant or whatever it may be, prior to us actually doing it and saying, okay, I definitely feel, that there's whether it be a male or a female or more than one spirit that might be in that space. And so, and then of course it would be whether or not they wanted to come through and make communication with me. So having the equipment, I didn't really need the equipment. I got the equipment,
sure.
but it was good that you could actually show the people, like if let's say I am making communication and all of the lights are going off, then that just is more proof that there is a spirit there, because it's all energy, and so what would happen is, and one of the most fascinating things that we did was flashlight work. And flashlight work, what you're doing is you're taking a flashlight that actually twists so that you turn it on, turn it off by the actual head, and you would turn it off. Now you wouldn't turn it super tight, but you would turn it off, and you would then proceed to ask questions, and hopefully you would ask the spirit, please turn the flashlight on, to answer the question. So we would do, let's say, if we wanted to know their age, are you between 0 and 10 years old, and 10 to 20 years old, and do it that way. And sure enough, you get to a certain age, and bam, that flashlight would go on.
Wow.
And what I would do is then I'd say, to the spirit, please turn the flashlight off so that we can do it again, and then we would ask another question.